Have you ever wanted a rally bike that just won't quit on you? One that takes a beating, keeps rolling, and won't drain your bank account? Well, today we're diving into the 10 cheap rally bikes that will never break down, even if you wanted to. Let's get started. Kicking off this list is the Kove 450 Rally. At the heart of the Kove 450 Rally lies a 449cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, delivering 51 horsepower, a number that puts it right up there with the far more expensive competitors. This power, combined with a 6-speed transmission, means the bike can accelerate with authority, making it a beast on dirt tracks. It can hit a top speed of around 100 miles per hour, and its 0 to 60 time is estimated at under 6 seconds, depending on the terrain. One of the biggest advantages of the Kove 450 Rally is its lightweight chassis, which tips the scales at 320 pounds. That's significantly lighter than many other rally bikes in this category. The suspension travel is generous, meaning it can handle rough terrain with ease. It also comes with high ground clearance, so you don't have to worry about scraping the bottom when you're charging through rocky trails or deep ruts. Now, let's be honest, this bike is not built for casual street cruising. It meets the bare minimum for street legality, with basic lights and indicators, and that's about it. But if you're looking for a no-nonsense rally bike that gives you top-tier performance at nearly half the price of its competitors, the Kove 450 Rally is the one to beat. At just $9,299, it's an absolute steal in the world of off-road machines. But did you know Kove achieved a historic milestone in 2023? Yes, Kove made history in 2023 by becoming the first Chinese manufacturer to compete in the Dakar Rally, finishing with multiple bikes in the top rankings, including a notable top 50 finish. At number 9, we have the Suzuki DR650 S. This bike has been around for decades, barely changing, and for a good reason. While most modern motorcycles have moved on to complex electronics and fuel injection, the DR650S stays true to its roots, with a 644cc air-cooled single-cylinder carbureted engine. In an age where almost everything needs technology backing, this bike remains refreshingly simple. If something goes wrong, you don't need a dealership or fancy diagnostics, just a wrench, some know-how, and maybe a bit of patience. With 44 horsepower and a 5-speed transmission, the DR650S isn't the fastest thing on two wheels, but it's more than enough to tackle dirt trails and cruise on highways when needed. It can reach a top speed of around 100 miles per hour, and its low-end torque makes it an absolute workhorse on rough terrain. The 366-pound weight might sound hefty compared to some of the more modern, lightweight rally bikes, but that extra mass is part of what makes it so reliable. For $7,199, you're getting a bike that is built to last forever with minimal maintenance. But of course, it's not without its drawbacks. The seat is tall and stiff, making long-distance comfort questionable. And while the carburetor is great for simplicity, it does require some occasional tuning, especially if you're riding at different elevations. Still, for those who want a motorcycle that will outlive them, the DR650S is as good as it gets. Number 8 on the list is a Suzuki bike again, the Suzuki DR-Z400S. Some would even argue that it's the better deal than its bigger sibling, the DR650S. Why? Because its lightweight equals agility. At the heart of the DR-Z400S is a 398cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, pumping out 39 horsepower. Sure, it's down on power compared to the DR650S, but the trade-off? It weighs just 317 pounds, a full 50-pound advantage. The 5-speed transmission keeps things simple, and while the 37-inch seat height is on the taller side, if you can swing a leg over it, you're in for one of the most fun and capable dual-sport experiences out there. At $7,199, it's priced right alongside the DR650S, making the choice between the two a matter of preference. Power and stability versus lightweight and agility. However, the DR-Z400S isn't perfect. It still lacks fuel injection, meaning cold starts can be a hassle, and the stock seat isn't exactly made for long-distance comfort. But for those who prioritize off-road performance and ease of handling, it's one of the best rally bikes money can buy. Did you know that the DR-Z400 has been used by the military? Yes, the Australian Army has deployed modified versions of the DR-Z400 in their operations, highlighting its toughness and adaptability in challenging environments. Number 7 on the list is the Honda XR650L. At its core, the XR650L packs a 644cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing 44 horsepower. It's not the most powerful or high-tech, but that's the point. It's simple, reliable, and easy to fix anywhere. Paired with a 5-speed transmission and weighing 346 pounds dry, it's heavier than some, but still surprisingly capable in the dirt. One of its biggest strengths? 13 inches of ground clearance, enough to roll over logs, rocks, and ruts without breaking a sweat. If you need a bike that can take a beating and keep going, this is it. And at $6,999, it's one of the best bargains in the off-road world. Of course, no bike is perfect. The dated carburetor setup can make cold starts a bit annoying, and it's not the most refined on the highway. But if you want a bike that's been proving itself for decades, the XR650L is a bulletproof, go-anywhere machine. And speaking of legends, number 6 is a bike so durable, some riders swear it could survive the apocalypse. The Kawasaki KLR650 S is the Swiss Army knife of motorcycles. It's not the flashiest, fastest, or lightest, but it'll get you anywhere and back. That too without breaking the bank. Under the hood, the KLR650S sports a 652cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, pushing out 39 horsepower. It's torquey and dependable, paired with a 5-speed transmission that's geared more for steady adventure riding than blistering speed. At 456 pounds, it's definitely heavier than a typical dirt bike, making it feel more like a budget-friendly adventure machine. But that's part of its charm. You can load it up with luggage, ride across continents, and still fix it with basic tools. And at $6,899, it's one of the best deals in the ADV world. And the real magic? Well, it's the endless aftermarket support. Whether you want to upgrade the suspension, add luggage racks, or tweak the gearing, there's a mod for everything. You might think of the Kawasaki KLR650 as just another adventure bike. But did you know that it played a key role in Dr. Gregory W. Frazier's legendary global journeys? In 2001 and 2002, he took the KLR650 on an epic round-the-world ride, adding to his mind-blowing 6 circumnavigations and over 1 million miles on 2 wheels. Talk about putting a bike to the ultimate test. At number 5, we have the Yamaha XT250. If you're looking for a no-nonsense, easy-to-ride rally bike that can handle trails without scaring you half to death, then this is the perfect beginner-friendly machine. At its heart is a 249cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing a modest 19 horsepower. Sure, it won't set any land speed records, but it's smooth and easy to control, making it an ideal bike for new riders or those who just want a simple, hassle-free machine. The 5-speed gearbox keeps things straightforward, and the electric start ensures no awkward kickstart struggles. Where the XT250 really shines is in its balance between suspension and accessibility. Yamaha somehow managed to give it 11 inches of suspension travel while keeping the seat height at just 32 inches. That's a rare combination in the dual sport world, where you usually have to choose between good suspension and being able to touch the ground. At 291 pounds, it's one of the lightest bikes on this list, which means less effort to pick up after a drop and easier handling in tricky terrain. It's also fuel injected, so no more carburetor tuning headaches. And at $5,499, it's a solid deal for a reliable, go-anywhere machine. And if you thought this was lightweight, wait till you hear about the next bike on the list. If you're after a rally bike with serious dirt bike DNA, the Kawasaki KLX300 is about as close as you can get. Powering the KLX300 is a 292cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine pumping out 27 horsepower. A noticeable step up from the smaller beginner bikes. But what really sets it apart is its 6-speed gearbox, giving you better control over power delivery. At 301 pounds, it's one of the lightest rally-capable bikes out there. That means easy handling, effortless flickability, and less fatigue on long rides. And with adjustable long travel suspension, the KLX300 soaks up rough terrain like a pro, making it one of the most trail-capable bikes in this category. But comfort isn't its strong suit. The seat is firm, and while it's great for short, aggressive rides, long highway stints aren't exactly enjoyable. Plus, with a 36.4-inch seat height, shorter riders may find it a stretch to flat foot at stops. Still, if you want a lightweight, off-road ready machine that's as close to a pure dirt bike as you can get in a street-legal package, the KLX300 delivers in spades. And at $5,449, it's a ton of bike for the money. But if you're after something even more capable, bike number 3 is the one for you. The Honda CRF300L is a favorite among many, and it's easy to see why. This bike is light, bulletproof, and just powerful enough to handle both trails and tarmac. At its heart is a 286cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, putting out 27 horsepower. Paired with a 6-speed gearbox, it delivers smooth and predictable power, making it an excellent choice for both beginners and experienced riders looking for a lightweight adventure machine. Weighing in at 306 pounds, the CRF300L is easy to handle, especially on light trails. But what really makes this bike shine is its suspension setup. While the spec sheet suggests a tall seat height, the suspension has enough give to make it easier to flatfoot at stops, making it a great option for a wider range of riders. It's not without its flaws though. The rear suspension is on the softer side, which means heavier riders or those carrying luggage might find it a bit squishy on rough terrain. Still, for just $5,449, the CRF300L is one of the best balanced rally bikes out there, perfect for riders who want a reliable, fun, and capable machine without breaking the bank. But if you're after something with even more long-distance capability, bike number 2 takes things to another level. The Kawasaki KLX230 S is one of those bikes that flies under the radar but refuses to quit. It's tough, simple, and built to take a beating. Under the hood, you'll find a 233cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, churning out 20 horsepower. Paired with a 6-speed gearbox, it's a fantastic entry-level rally bike. At just 293 pounds, the KLX230 S is incredibly easy to handle, especially for riders new to off-road adventures. And Kawasaki nailed the ergonomics. A low 32.7-inch seat height makes it one of the most approachable rally bikes around. Of course, it's not perfect. The air-cooled engine means it runs hotter than liquid-cooled competitors, especially in slow technical sections. And if you're after serious highway performance, 20 horsepower might leave you wanting more. But here's the best part. If you're eyeing the 2023 model, Kawasaki is selling it for $1,000 less than the 2024 version. If you can live without smartphone connectivity, this bike is an absolute steal. And at number 1, we have the Honda XR150L. This bike proves that you don't need deep pockets to get a reliable rally bike. At just $3,099, it's one of the cheapest adventure-ready motorcycles out there. It's powered by a 149cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, pushing out 12 horsepower. That's not going to break any speed records, but it's torquey enough for dirt trails, back roads, and daily commutes. The 5-speed transmission is smooth and easy to operate, making it a great choice for beginners or anyone who just wants a simple, no-fuss ride. At 282 pounds, the XR150L is light and easy to handle, perfect for tight trails and rugged terrain. And because it's a Honda, you know it's built to last. Low maintenance, easy repairs, and parts available pretty much everywhere. Of course, it's not highway friendly. 12 horsepower means you'll struggle at high speeds, especially on long stretches. And while the budget-friendly build is durable, don't expect premium suspension or high-end features. But if you want to go anywhere, do anything bike without breaking the bank, the XR150L is the definition of simple, bulletproof fun. So, which one of these rally bikes would you take on your next adventure? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button for more bike content. Ride safe, and see you in the next one.